Playoff-bound team changes their coach? What's that about? Bring it up and then bring it back down. Oh.
I love how we're doing the opposite. That's fantastic. We choreographed that, by the way.
Future.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Weekend Whistle. I'm Chris. That's Maul. Y'all, we got info like 2 hours ago.
Today. Yeah, like
2 hours
today, the NHL decided to pop off with what's going on.
With some weird, we have some thoughts. But first off, we do want to give some love to 19-year-old Porter Martone for being signed officially to his entry-level contract with the Flyers. He spent this past season in college at Michigan State, where in 35 games he went 25-25, 50 points this season in fucking Michigan State.
That's what's up.
And he crushed it at the World Juniors. He had 9 points for Canada. He was drafted 6th overall in 2025 by the Flyers. Signed his entry-level deal. Most likely be seeing him make that big step next season. I wonder if they're going to give him a bunch of time in for preseason and then see what he looks like, if he needs to spend a little time down in the AHL or...
Well, so it actually says that he makes his debut with the Flyers on Tuesday against the Caps.
Oh, that's right, because the college season's pretty much over for most teams.
So we're gonna see him get to do his rookie lap on Tuesday against Washington Capitals. So that'll be very exciting.
We love a good rookie lap.
Now, will he hold true to the tradition and follow the NHL standards and take his rookie lap with his helmet on or with his helmet off?
And will he...
Is he going to be a rebel?
Debut with a net guard?
Yes, actually, that's a good point too. So a lot of things to look forward to that we will actually update you Wednesday on the main pod. We'll let you know.
Yeah, we should be having that information for you on Wednesday.
For those of you who don't know, the NHL are upset and banned rookie laps without helmets, which I think is kind of silly. I mean, these guys are professional ice skaters. Like, they can skate around empty ice with no helmet and be good. But they also made it mandatory that going forward, all new players will have to have a net guard.
And it's mandatory starting next season.
So does he fall in the cusp of players who were drafted prior to the gear mandate or after the gear mandate?
I guess it won't matter because he plays in college, and in the NCAA has mandated net guards for a while. So like,
yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, like, players from Pee Wee all the way up until
wear them all the way up till college
have to wear them, and everyone wore them in the Olympics and no one seemed to complain about it. Not that we saw, like, I didn't remember seeing any articles about people complaining.
And you don't notice it. They just look like they were on a fucking turtleneck. I'm like,
honestly, and you know what? I've tried one on. They're not that uncomfortable. They're not restrictive.
They're really comfortable. Yeah, they're really comfortable. They don't affect your breathing. That was the biggest thing. I don't like turtlenecks, but wearing them growing up, you don't even think about it. It's just there and you don't think about it. You're not
just like anything. Once you get used to having it, it's become second nature, and it's not even there.
It's the same as when they mandated the visors in the NHL, because that wasn't a rule for a long time, and then a few players were grandfathered in. There's like 3 players I think left in the league that still can go without it because they're still under that. But it's an interesting topic. We've had this conversation on the main pod for sure a couple times. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I can see where it could be silly to not let them do a skate without their helmets. But like, if you're gonna be proactive on safety, you got to be proactive on everything. You can't just pick and choose. So,
you know, I get that, but if you're the only player on the ice and you're going one lap around to have your big hoorah, like, the chances of you getting hurt are almost nil because you somehow landed an NHL contract, so you should be able to skate without a helmet.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you keep your blade guards off before you step on the ice. And you'll be all set.
Damn, UConn's down by 4 points with 2 minutes left. Fuck yeah. Hopefully they win. That'd be awesome. Don't mind me with following college basketball. It is March currently. But yeah, shout out to Carter or Porter. Congratulations. Welcome to the league,
Absolutely,
man. Speaking of young talent, how about this young buck making history? Montreal Canadiens defenseman Lane Hutson has become the fastest defenseman in NHL history to record 30 multi-assist games, doing it in 157 games. That is fucking stellar.
Absolutely wild.
I mean, obviously, this man's coming off of winning the Calder. We all know how good Lane Hutson is. There's no question how good Lane Hutson is. What an incredible feat, and to be able to just say that you have that record now is going to be even more impressive for the next person to break it.
Well, and he's on par right now with Bobby Orr for being one of the only 3 defensemen in NHL history to record multiple 60 assist seasons before the age of 23.
I mean, yeah, you think about, he has fucking 71 points this season. He has 60 assists.
Yeah. He is one season away. If he can do this next season, he will be tied with Paul Coffey. And then if he does it a 4th season, he will be the number 1 player,
which is
for
nuts.
60 assist seasons before the age of 23.
I mean, 72 games played. He's got 11 goals, 60 assists. He has a plus minus of plus 30.
It's disgusting.
Lane is having an unbelievable season, and he's 22.
Yeah.
So, like...
Actually, you know what? So he won't be able to beat Jeff Coffey because he only has next
Paul
season
Coffey.
to tie him. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's still a pretty cool record to tie, though.
To put your name up with Paul fucking Coffey. Yeah.
And to be tied right now with Bobby Orr.
That's a big
Legend.
one, too. That's a big one, too. I guess now we should probably move on to the reason you guys all clicked on this video. As of 4:51 p.m., it was announced that the Vegas Golden Knights have fired coach Bruce Cassidy, and he will be replaced by John Tortorella. This is off the back of a team who is currently sitting 3rd in the Pacific Division with 80 points. This is a very weird time.
I do want to point out that Tortorella was fired from the Philadelphia Flyers March 27th of last year. So almost exactly 1 year to the date of him getting fired, he got hired.
And the last time as a coach he made the playoffs was 2019-2020 with the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yep. And the last time he won the cup was in 2004 with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
2004.
22 years ago.
Yeah. The GM of the Vegas Golden Knights, Kelly McCrimmon, was quoted saying, "We thank Bruce Cassidy for his dedication to our hockey club and community over the past 4 seasons. Under Bruce's leadership, we reached the ultimate goal in 2023 by bringing a Stanley Cup to Vegas. Bruce will forever be remembered with the utmost regard by our organization for what was accomplished here. With the stretch run of the 25-26 regular season upon us, we believe that a change is necessary for us to return to the level of play that is expected of our club. With John Tortorella, we bring in a Stanley Cup champion as well as one of the most experienced and respected coaches in the NHL. His guidance will be a great asset for our team at the pivotal point of the season we currently face. We will look forward to welcoming John to Vegas."
Now, do you think that the players are upset given John's history as a head coach.
Well, they were perfectly fine with allowing Carter Hart to join their team, so probably fucking not. This is another polarizing character that is, and controversial character that is joining the organization that is very polarizing and controversial in themselves.
Now, I do want to point out, though, that unlike last season, Cassidy is only the third coach this year to get fired.
Yeah. But again, this doesn't make any sense, right? Because they're in the fucking playoffs right now.
Right.
Granted, their season hasn't been the best, but I mean, there's a lot of factors in that. There's a lot of issues team-wise that need to be cleaned up. Yeah. So I guess I'm not understanding, because Bruce Cassidy has made the playoffs every year that he's been in Vegas. In fact, Bruce Cassidy has coached for 11 seasons and missed the playoffs once.
Well, and the crazy thing, though, is Vegas had their inaugural season in 2017, 2018. So they're not even 10 years old, and they're on their fourth coach.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Yeah. I don't get it. They went 50, 22, and 10 last season. They made the second round. I guess I'm not understanding why this move happened. Like, they've never missed the playoffs under his like coaching management stuff.
Right.
His coaching management, his management
and they're in it this year. I mean, we're going to talk more about that when we get to the standings, but they're in a solid place right now.
And with how messy the last season was for Tortorella in Philadelphia,
yeah,
I don't know why you're making this move.
It's not a smart move. I don't think that it's smart at all. And if I was a player on the Knights, I would be scared knowing that he's coming in as my coach, given what we learned and what we know from Tortorella's coaching style and how he really goes butts head with players.
It reminds me of when we all got upset. Well, we don't say we all got upset, but when we were very concerned with Columbus when they hired fucking Mike Babcock to take over, and he lasted what, a week and a half?
Right.
Before they fired him. Dee had made a comment in the Discord server. She said, "What is Vegas just speed running the best way to kill your franchise?"
Honestly,
I think this is the worst possible move you could have made.
Yeah,
It just doesn't make sense. Why would you fire Cassidy when your team is going to make the playoffs?
I don't know. I'm reading the quotes right now, and like, Tortorella wanted to make a couple of things clear. Do I want to coach again? Yes, he said. I heard a couple NHL coaches accuse me of quitting on the team. Did I quit on the team after those comments I made in Toronto? Which, by the way, on March 25th of 2025, he made a comment because they got beat 7-2 by Toronto. Did I quit on those teams? The team after making those comments in Toronto? I haven't quit on a bleeping thing in my life. Those comments were totally taken out of context. Weird, because you got fired 2 days later. Listen, I don't think I explained myself. What?
They weren't taken out of context.
Right.
They weren't.
Because clearly the organization was pissed when they fired you 2 days later. Mm-hmm. He also said, listen, I don't think I explained myself today correctly either, but I miss it already. I miss preparing for camp. I miss the camaraderie of camp. Yes, I want to coach, so we'll see what happens. Now, he'll take over a team that's doing good. Now,
well, good is a very broad term when you're talking about the Pacific Division.
Well, good enough that they're in a playoff spot.
Correct, yes.
Well, wild card, but no playoff spot. They're in a playoff spot.
They're still third in the Pacific, yeah.
Yeah. So they're doing better than the other teams. You know what I mean? So I think that you were going to see Vegas spiral. I don't think a coaching change going into playoffs is smart.
I think this is going to hurt them because
I mean, we're 2 weeks away from playoffs. There's less than 8 games per most of the teams. We have literally 2 weeks until we're playoff season. I mean, April 16th is the last games, I think.
Yeah, something like that. And if the playoffs started today, they'd have to play Edmonton. They're not going to beat Edmonton.
No, they won't.
Because Anaheim has to play Utah. Anaheim should be able to beat Utah. So it'll probably be Anaheim, Edmonton. And then regardless if you get through that, if you're Vegas, you got to play either Colorado, Dallas, or Minnesota. And guess what's going to happen? They are going to fuck you up.
Right. It is April 16th is the last of the regular season.
So it's like...
Right.
It's just a wild fucking thing to do.
Well, and
2 weeks before the
talked about
start.
Well, not only that, but we talked about this before we started recording, that on our bingo card, out of all of the coaches to get fired,
didn't have Bruce Cassidy getting fired.
No, not before Craig Berube.
Yeah, or fucking Mike Sullivan. Thought Mike Sullivan could have gotten fucking fired too because the Rangers are terrible.
It's unbelievable. Now, the Vegas Golden Knights did say, we believe that this change was necessary for us to return to the level of play that is expected of our club. Which I don't think that they have been playing at a subpar level.
They have not. Well, there's a lot of things that they've been struggling with. They have taken full advantage of that points grab.
Yeah. Because
they've got a lot of overtime losses. They have absolutely gotten away with that, and that has helped them. I don't think they've been playing good, but I think they've been playing well enough to stick around up here.
They're playing as good as they need to in their conference.
In their division for sure, yeah. Like
in their division.
Because the Pacific Division's terrible.
It's a statistical anomaly.
Still, the Ducks are the only team within a full winning record in that division, which is insane.
Well, the Oilers are 37-37 right now, so they're tied. They're even.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's wild.
The Ducks are 41-32.
Right.
Only team with a winning record.
Again, like the Pacific Division. There's only one team with a plus goal differential.
Yeah, and we're lucky to see that.
I mean, the fact that the Vancouver Canucks are at -88.
There are 5 teams in the Pacific Division overall with a positive goal differential. But it just doesn't make sense. Someone call us. Vegas Golden Knights organization. Hit us up.
Hit us up. Explain.
Holy
I bought
shit,
merch from you guys last year.
beat Duke.
Really?
You got to go to the Final Four. They beat them by 1 point. Let's go. I realize breaking news, as you can tell when this is being recorded.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that just popped up on my phone.
No, that's exciting, dude.
That was the toughest person they had to get through. So,
be swinging a miss the rest of it. So let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about this firing and whether or not you feel that it's going to be good for the Golden Knights or bad for the Golden Knights, because I think that Chris and I are on the same page where we think that this was probably a bad move.
It would be similar to the Montreal Canadiens being in an amazing playoff spot and firing Marty St. Louis right now.
It doesn't make sense.
Coach. It doesn't, because you're literally playoff bound, so you're going to change the entire dynamic. That is crazy. I don't know.
I think like a decision like this could have waited till closer to playoffs to see how the rest of the season is, because again, there's still times that they could lose their playoff spot, right?
Yeah.
But it's highly unlikely because they've been doing pretty good, especially with
They're
point grabbing.
yeah.
But wait until either going into the playoffs when you know that like, hey, we're gonna make it, so let's leave him and then fire him after, or see if we can go all the way, you know?
They're
But
4 points ahead of the LA Kings.
and that's not bad because they have, I mean, the Kings have 8 games left to play after tomorrow. So that's a pretty good lead this late in the season.
Well, talking about the standings, we have an update for you this week, obviously. So
Yeah.
And we have what the playoff format would look like if the playoffs started today. So I think that'll be fun.
Do you want to start with that and then we'll go with standings?
Well, I mean, talk about the standings because then I can tell you who's going to end up facing who.
Okay, all right.
So go ahead and start the Eastern Conference.
As always, I'll take the Eastern, and we're going to start with the mighty Atlantic division. We have in first place the Buffalo Sabres with 98 points, who are not playing tonight. They are, or at time of recording, they will be playing again on. Where do they play again? Tuesday. We should see them get their official X. They'll hit their 200, their 100 points, because I have no doubt in my mind that they will beat the Islanders. That should be an easy one for them. Following second place, you have the Tampa Bay Lightning, and then third, you have the Montreal Canadiens. The Tampa Bay Lightning are currently, at time of recording, beating the Predators, so we may even see them get an X tonight. And the Montreal Canadiens are destroying the Hurricanes 3-1 with 3 minutes left in the final period. In the Metropolitan Division, we have the Carolina Hurricanes at 98 points, who, if for some reason they could turn around their game tonight against the Canadiens, we may see them get an X. We have the New York Islanders at 89, and then we have the Pittsburgh Penguins at 88. In our wild card spot, we have the Boston Bruins and the Columbus Blue Jackets. The runners-up that potentially still have a run-in the Eastern Conference for a wild card spot. We're looking at the Ottawa Senators, the Detroit Red Wings, the Philadelphia Flyers, and the Washington Capitals. I think it's safe to say that the other teams below that, the New Jersey Devils, Toronto Maple Leafs, and Florida Panthers, are going to be getting their X's by the end of the week. I think it's safe to say.
Probably. It's my turn.
Yeah. What's it looking over in your neck of the wood, Chris?
Well, we already have 2 teams that have clinched a playoff spot in the Central Division. The Colorado Avalanche lead the entire league with 106 points. Right behind them in second place of the Central Division is the Dallas Stars with 99 points, who have also clinched a playoff berth. Minnesota Wild sit in third place with 94 points. Moving down to the Pacific Division, the Anaheim Ducks lead with 86 points. The Oilers sit in second with 83, and in third is the Vegas Golden Knights with 80. The Utah Mammoth currently hold the top spot in the wild card with 82 points, followed by the Nashville Predators. If the playoffs were to start today, your Eastern Conference round 1 would be the Buffalo Sabres and the Boston Bruins, Tampa Bay Lightning and Montreal Canadiens, Carolina Hurricanes and Columbus Blue Jackets, and New York Islanders and Pittsburgh Penguins. Your Western Conference would look like the Colorado Avalanche against the Nashville Predators, the Dallas Stars against the Minnesota Wild, the Anaheim Ducks against the Utah Mammoth, and the Edmonton Oilers would play the Vegas Golden Knights.
I'm kind of bummed to see Dallas and Minnesota go at each other round 1.
It's unfortunate that but it had to happen, because that's just how they're all obviously in the same division.
Good for Colorado getting the Preds in round 1, because that's going to be a sweep, right?
Oh yeah, that's going to be pretty.
That's kind of like having a you just got through the first round, like you're fine, you're moving on.
Yeah.
Anaheim versus
Utah,
the Mammoths. I think this is gonna be a good game.
I'd be a good series. I think Anaheim can beat them, but I think that it's going to be tough. They have a really good young core. They've been playing really well recently.
Yeah.
And Anaheim gives up a lot of goals. So it's like kind of that balancing act. Buffalo versus Boston, that's going to be a fun one just because that's such a big rivalry. They fucking hate each other. The
Oh, of
fact that
course
they
they
got to
do.
play each other first round,
Yeah.
that's
And then
going to
it's going to
be
be even crazier if Boston and Tampa Bay meet in round 2.
Mm.
Because that is another like kind of rivalry,
It's
right?
not as big if Montreal made it because if
No.
Montreal plays
Oh
Boston,
my God.
woof,
No. That because of heated rivalries, that cannot happen. That
that
has to
cannot.
not happen. That cannot happen. You will see the NHL eat that up. They will
Oh, they will.
capitalize. They
Yes.
will announce season 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 of that friggin' TV series if those two meet in the playoffs.
It would be so fitting though with the growth of the sport through the show Heated Rivalry. That would be honestly, it'd be crazy. That'd be pretty fucking epic. Because it'd be
Oh my
like,
God.
oh shit, here we go.
I guarantee. So if that happens, though, if that does happen, which there's a huge possibility it will, I guarantee that those 7 games, if it goes all the way to 7, will be the most watched
Yes.
games, potentially even beating out the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. And if they don't have the actors there for at least one game, you are
They will
missing
miss
out.
out.
You
Huge.
are
Well, no, 2
absolutely
games.
missing dropping
They
the
should
ball.
have them there for 2 games, one for
in
each
Boston,
home
one in
game.
Montreal. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You are dropping the ball if you miss that out.
Also, I'm calling an audible here. Boston, Montreal, we get credit for this shit. Up your fucking merch for heated rivalries if that happens.
Yes. You will make some
Stickers,
money.
you could have like stadium special, like you get like a 2-for-1 hot dog.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
there's so much that you could do with that.
So much you could do. Yeah. But yes, if the playoffs were to start today, that would be what we are looking at.
Um, dude, Carolina versus Columbus. I want to see. I'm partial to Carolina because that's where my boy Neto went. I'd love to see them friggin' do it because they've made it so close the last few years.
They haven't won in a long time either. It's been a long time. Obviously, me being a Connecticut guy, Carolina Hurricanes used to be the Hartford Whalers. I still got some love in me for the Carolina Hurricanes, but
yeah.
I don't think Columbus is going to go down easy.
No, that'll be that. I think they're all going to be really good games, and I like that a lot of the teams are not ones that any of us really predicted going in.
No, we predicted a good amount of them, but there's a lot of teams that we didn't
shook
expect.
It up, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it's nice to see that the Florida Panthers aren't in it, and I was right that they're not taking a triple crown.
Teams like Anaheim, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, teams that did not have a fucking snowball chance in hell last year.
Yeah.
And that have made their way up and being contenders is impressive. Nashville. It took them 2 seasons, but we saw them doing better than they did originally because
didn't Nashville have an F? Didn't Nashville have an F when we did our quarter of the season report?
Yeah, well, and we're gonna do our 3/4 season or our regular season grades coming up in a couple weeks, which keep an eye out on that, and we'll have all of that prepared. Before we move on, as of an hour ago, TSN posted that former NHL player Bill Riley has passed away at the age of 75. For those that don't know, he became the 3rd Black player in NHL history, playing 4 seasons of his career with the Washington Capitals in his final season with the Winnipeg Jets. Bill Riley, rest in peace. We all want to send our condolences out to the family of Bill Riley, a fucking icon and a trailblazer.
Hell yeah. Thank you for everything you did for the sport.
Correct. Yes. And like we talked about with, obviously last week, we will lace up our skates with the memory of Bill Riley carrying on with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that was as of like 45 minutes ago. So yes. So wrapping it up, Maul, I will hand it over to you, my friend.
So this is a special one this week because it ties into a story that we talked to earlier. So for this week's Swiss
Ironic.
cheese of the week, we're giving it to the Vegas Golden Knights goalie Adin Hill, who played 3 games and gave up 11 goals. He had a goals against average of 3.58 and a save percent of .843. He didn't finish all 3 of his games because he was pulled, causing him to only have 1 loss. Yikes.
Yeah.
And you know what, though? He played for 184 total minutes in the 3 games. So he played almost all 3 games. He took 70 shots on goal and only saved 59 of them. So it wasn't like he was getting peppered and tired.
Yeah. Again, there's a lot of problems in Vegas, right? Adin Hill is the single reason that team has that Stanley Cup victory. That dude stood on his head the entire series. But
yeah, absolutely
this season, man, they are lacking severely in the defensive front. And their goaltending has also lacked just on their own issues. So this is the second time Adin Hill has been Swiss cheese of the week this year.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you look at it on March 19th, Vegas game against the Utah Mammoths, he was on ice for a total of 8 minutes and 12 seconds and had a goals against average of 21.95. He gave up 3 goals in 8 minutes.
No shit.
In one game. Ouch. 8 minutes and 12 seconds, you gave up 3 goals. Your team lost that game 4-0.
That's crazy.
That is why he's our Swiss cheese of the week. So thanks, Adin Hill, for your second appearance on the list.
Second appearance on the list. Congratulations
that means
for
you have
sucking bad
an
enough
extra
twice this
stinky
season.
hat today,
Yeah,
sir.
It is that sort of smelly smell that smells.
Oh my god! I think
smelly.
Every time we have a repeat offender, they should get like a fly.
Just put a little something on the hat, yeah.
Like you know how like in football, like if you have like a really good play, you get like the sticker on it. We'll give them on the cheese. We'll give them a little fly. So we can keep track.
Yeah, for real. Well, I'd say that rounds it out for the show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to always like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. It lets you know anytime we upload anything new. In the comments down below, we want to hear your thoughts on the Bruce Cassidy firing, the John Tortorella hiring. Also, we want to hear your thoughts on who could possibly be spoiler for round 1 of the playoffs if the playoffs were to start today.
Let us know.
As always, we don't have an outro to this still.
Not yet. Maybe on season 2 we'll figure it out.
Uh-huh. Bye.